Love that. It's not heavy. Obviously, it reminded me a bit of Kashmir by Led Zeppelin in places, which, again, can clearly only be a good thing. Catherine Tickell and the Darkening, Long for Light, that is, from the album Cloud Horizons, which is out on the 1st of September. Catherine and the band are playing at Sidmouth on the 4th of August, Wickham on the 5th of August, 19th of August at Folk East, and Lindisfarne on Friday, the 1st of September at their festival there, touring around the country in September and October. Right, have to catch that. OK, that's all for this week. We'll be back next Wednesday at 9. In the meantime, you can find recent episodes by searching for Folk Show on the BBC Sounds app. And remember, you can always get in touch. We do like to hear from you. You can email us anytime, not just while the show's on. folkshow@bbc.co.uk. All right. See you next time. The Folk Show is a 7 digital production for BBC Radio 2. Gary Davis is next.
This is Radio 2.
On BBC Sounds.
And on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 10 o'clock. This is Anthony Birchley. Hugh Edwards has been named as the BBC presenter who's been the focus of days of allegations about his conduct. In a statement, his wife said he was being treated in hospital for serious mental health problems. The Metropolitan Police say that after examining claims that he'd paid a teenager for explicit photos, they'd found no evidence of criminality. Here's our media correspondent, David Sillito.
After what Vicky Flint, the wife of Hugh Edwards, describes as 5 extremely difficult days, the question of who was at the centre of the allegations about sexually explicit photos has been answered. Hugh Edwards, the presenter of the 10 o'clock news and the BBC's face of elections and royal events, is said to be in hospital, being treated for serious mental health issues. The announcement follows a statement from the Metropolitan Police that, after speaking to the young person who is alleged to have provided the photos in return for thousands of pounds, the police have concluded there is no information to indicate a criminal offence has been committed.
Tonight, the Sun newspaper, which broke the story, said it had no plans to publish further allegations. The BBC says it will reopen its investigation into Hugh Edwards' conduct after several current or former colleagues made separate claims of inappropriate behaviour against him. The media lawyer, Steve Konecevich, said care needed to be taken with further coverage.
The Sun have seemed to indicate that they're going to go at least slightly quiet, even though there's going to be pressure on them to justify their reporting, justify their sources and justify the way in which they've approached this particular story. But we're now going to have the debate will rage on, hopefully while Hugh Edwards gets himself some much needed help, hopefully while everybody involved gets themselves some much needed support.
The Bank of England is predicting that nearly 1 million households will see a monthly rise in their mortgage payments of at least £500 by the end of 2026. Mortgage costs have been growing in line with interest rates as the bank seeks to curb inflation. Craig Johnson from Sheffield says his payments are jumping by more than £300 a month from September.
It's going to be going from the £879 that I'm paying now, which I've been paying since March, to £1,209. And who's to say it's not going to get higher? I'm not in a position where I can save much money anymore, or I can't make an overpayment on my mortgage because I will already be paying so much as it is.
Thousands of young people in Italy have expressed outrage on social media after a judge cleared a school caretaker of groping a teenager because the assault had lasted less than 10 seconds. The student, who's 17, says she's been betrayed both by her school and the justice system. Cricket, and England's women have kept alive their hopes of winning the Ashes after beating Australia in their first one-day international at Bristol. They won by 2 wickets. The teams are now level in the series with 2 games left to play. Quick look now at the weather for tonight, and showers will clear, leaving most parts of the UK dry with clear spells, and it will remain largely dry tomorrow. That's the latest BBC News. It's 3 minutes past 10.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you also to Mark Radcliffe. How are you, mate? Hope you're good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's Gary Davis. The Magnificent 7.
Good evening, it's Gary sitting in for Trevor on the Magnificent 7 on the Rhythm Nation. Welcome to the show, lovely to have you along. If you want to get in touch, feel free. You can text me 88291 08000 288 291 on WhatsApp.
The Magnificent 7 on BBC Radio 2.